But today I wanted to put out a video before I unpacked my one travel bag. Anyway, I've already unpacked the other one, but I'm gonna actually repack that bag so you can see everything that fit into it. So I'm gonna film that one next, and that one is gonna be is gonna serve a few different purposes. So this video today is gonna be on what I packed into my Louis Vuitton Bosphore backpack. You can see it here. I have another bag in the background. I'm going to talk about that one briefly, but I want you, this is the bag I'm going to be talking about today. And again, it's the Louis Vuitton Bosphore backpack. This is the bag that I carried a good portion of the time while I was in London on a day-to-day basis. And it's the bag that I actually traveled with as a personal item. So yeah, I'm going to be talking about this bag today. The other bag I'm going to talk about in another video, which may be the next one of the next few videos that I put out, is going to be my Louis Vuitton Keep All 50 and everything that I packed into there. That, again, was my carry-on bag, but this is my personal item. So I'm going to go ahead and get started, get into it. I know I've rambled enough, but briefly before I do that, I just want to, again, share that, let's see. Well, I'll go ahead. I want to go ahead and get into everything that's in here and take that out. And then I can kind of do my review on the bag. So I want to definitely do first things first, and then we can kind of talk about it later. So I'm going to just, if you notice, I'm not filming in the same location. I'm actually in my living room area. So because I wanted to use the couch to kind of put things down, and it's a little bit difficult to do that in the bathroom, which is where I typically film when I'm home. But yeah, so hopefully the lighting and everything is good. If not, you know, I've got different rooms in my house, so we can keep on trying till we get it right. So again, this is my Louis Vuitton Bosphore backpack, and I'm gonna be just kind of taking things out and showing you what's in here. And I'm gonna try to move very quickly. I don't want this video to be super long, and that's why I'm doing it in two parts. So I'm gonna do my Louis Vuitton Bosphore backpack in this video, and again, I'm gonna do my Louis Vuitton Keep All 50 in another video. So let's get started. So the first thing I have is eyeglass cleaner, and that's in this little zipper pocket right here. Okay, we're gonna open this first compartment here. I have Altoid mints. You can see that. Altoid. It's in peppermint if you care. I don't know. I have another eyeglass cleaner. It seems like they get dirty quickly, so I carry multiple ones. So that I have another one of those. I also have, this is a luggage tag that I originally had on the bag kind of as a bag charm, but it ended up kind of falling off, so I ended up just putting it in the pocket because I really didn't want to lose this. This is actually a luggage tag that I got 10 years ago when I was in London, and it was from the Broadway show, The Lord of the Rings, which y'all know I love Lord of the Rings, so I bought up like practically that whole store when I was there. So yeah, this is a luggage tag, so I have this in one of the pockets. Next thing I have, and this is a video that I'm going to be coming out with too. I should be uploading this one, but this is Kylie Jenner matte liquid lipstick in her new collection. This color is Junebug. So I have the liquid lipstick here. I've done a review on this already. I just haven't uploaded the video. So that video will be coming soon, but I have that in here. And it's just going to, y'all, this stuff is just going to be kind of here on this couch until I repack this bag. So it's going to be looking kind of crazy. So next thing is the lip pencil that goes with this. Again, this is Junebug. So it's the matching lip pencil that goes with the liquid lipstick. I also have Trident Layers gum, and I had that in case my ears popped on the plane, which it didn't. So, but I just want to have that just in case. What do I have in here? This is a ticket. We went to Windsor Palace on one of the days that we were in London. Actually, it was the last day. It was Wednesday. We went to Windsor Palace. So this is a return train ticket to get back to where we were staying. So I have that in the pocket. I also have yet another eyeglass cleaner because, again, like I said, I feel like they get dirty quickly, and it's kind of like you're redistributing dirt on your glasses. So I typically buy multiple ones and just see whichever one gets my glasses the cleanest. So the next thing is, this is Laura Geller lip strip. It's a sugar scrub. And this is good because you can just kind of put this on your lips. You don't have to dig your finger into it, so it's a bit more sanitary. So I have that in the pocket. Let's see. This is the ticket to go to Windsor Palace, because they gave us 2 tickets, one to get on the train and one to get off the train, essentially get out of the train station. So that was another ticket. What is this? This is my boarding passes from Delta for my flights to Atlanta, as well as from London to from Atlanta to London, and from where I am in South Carolina to Atlanta. So these are my boarding passes that I have folded up in here. Next thing is from MAC Prep and Prime. Prep and Prime for your lips. So I have that in here. Next thing, I have some tweezers. Next thing I have is this is from Kylie Jenner as well. It's a liquid, it's not liquid, but it's a lip pencil for a liquid lipstick. But this is True Brown K. Sometimes I'll just wear this by itself, or I'll kind of wear as a lip liner for another lipstick. But it's True Brown K, and this is the lip pencil. So that's everything in this first pocket. Let's move on to the second pocket, which I'm going to turn the bag around, which is right here. I'm trying to do this quick, you guys, so it's not like 20,000 minutes and the video doesn't cut me off. So the first thing I have is my mini pochette. Let me show you real quick what's in here. But yeah, a mini pochette fits in this pocket like this way. So it's a pretty substantial size pocket if you're kind of wanting, you know, just some type of comparison as to how big the pocket is. I have this right here. This is actually a device charger or a phone charger. It's got my name on it. I got it from Groupon. It says Crystal with a C. Y'all remember that. So I have that. This is a mirror. This is a pen. Got this from Kensington Palace when we went to visit there. Have some Aleve, as well as some more gum, Trident Layers. And this is, it's not a perfume, it's actually Poopery. It's like a travel pack that you can kind of put in one of these kind of perfume bottles or whatever, but it's very inconspicuous. If you don't know what Poopery is, you can kind of look that up. But essentially, it's like a kind of like a potpourri for your bathroom, you know, when you're having a bowel movement, we'll just, you know, say that. So, so everything, you know, ain't stank after you leave. So, that's what was in my mini pochette. I'm just gonna kind of put some of that stuff back in here. Okay. Now, the next thing that's in here, which actually the last thing that's in there, because I don't, you know, I try not to overstuff the pocket, so not too much will fit in there after my mini pochette does. So the next thing is my iPod, 30 gigabyte, I think, maybe it's 60. I don't know what it is, but this is my iPod, so that was also in that pocket. So that's everything. And actually, you know, these are 3 pockets, because there's the one slip pocket here on the side, there's the larger pocket, and then there's this other larger pocket on the side. So that was everything in that pocket. All right, so moving on, let me show you, I've got one more outside pocket, and that's this side pocket here, which was very, very handy for carrying like a lot of important documents. So let's go ahead and open that up and get into that. We're at 13 minutes. Maybe I can get into everything else and we can keep this video like under 20 minutes. But I'm just kind of pulling out stuff, you guys, so you can kind of see what all fit in here. And I fit a lot in here. This is one of my boarding passes from Delta. Yeah, one of my boarding passes from Delta. On the way back, this is my travel itinerary that I just kind of kept in there. That's another copy of my travel itinerary. What is this? Lord, what is this? Oh, these are receipts for stuff that I got, and I was collecting the VAT, which is value added tax. If you don't know what that is, there are videos about that, but when you go to like European countries, if you're not a citizen, they do add their taxes on there, and you're entitled to get a certain percentage. Don't have me lying, you guys, but you can get the taxes essentially back from your purchases if you're not a citizen. So you have to go through, there are certain lines at the airport, they're called VAT, or value added tax is what that stands for. So, if you, I know in London, they said, they told me anything over 50 pounds, you're entitled to get the taxes back from that. So that's what I did on some of my purchases. And so that's what this is. And my receipts are kind of in here for some of the stuff that I bought. This is my passport, and I would keep it in there because, when you're at the airport, you do have to pull out your passport pretty frequently. This is my Oyster card. If you are in London, you know what this is, but this is basically to get on like the overground trains as well as the underground trains, as far as the transportation system. So they call it an Oyster card. So you just touch this on the a little electronic gate to get in and out of the stations, so you can travel around. So that's what that is. Also, this is a tube map. They call, here we call it a subway, but there they call it a tube. So just so you have a point of reference. And this is like basically a map of all the stations, where they go, oh, sorry guys. Yeah, the selfie stick just kind of does what it does. But this is just kind of like, you probably can't see it, but this kind of like a map of like everywhere, all the train stations. I'm trying to do all this with one hand, so you kind of get a point of reference. But they have these maps everywhere, so if you happen to go, you definitely need this because everybody ain't about all that walking. So it definitely helps to take the subway station. This probably looks weird, but we went to a store that had all the perfumes and colognes and stuff. So we have different perfumes and colognes sprayed on all these little cards here. So that's what's in that pocket. And that's actually everything in this side pocket here. So now let me get into the main compartment, this right here. And the first thing I had on top, which it was like this bag of chips that I got from London. And this is, I don't know if they sell it here. But it's Sensations, Walker Sensations, Thai Sweet Chili. They had a good taste to them. I've had a couple bags of these, and this was like 1 pound from the little convenience store. So that was actually what was on top, but I ate them, this morning. So it's no longer in my bag. But that was the first thing that was in there. So I want you to see, there's a pretty good amount in there. You probably can't tell, but I'm going to just go ahead and start taking stuff out so you can see. But first thing is my one little bag of liquids. In here, I've got my Chanel Mademoiselle perfume spray. I've got also like a little travel size of Chanel Chance. I have Bath and Body Works, little Bath and Body Works travel size shower gel, which is in Twilight Woods. I have eyeglass cleaner. I've got Crest mouthwash, and in this little container on the side here is olive oil. And also I've got Bath and Body Works travel lotion, and it's in marshmallow pumpkin, I think is the scent. So I have that in here. That's the first thing on top. I'm just gonna kind of grab stuff. The second thing, I've got these are wireless headphones. They are from JLab. So I have these in here that I use. This is something that I bought from the store Twinings. I don't know how you say it, but it's basically like a lot of that tea you see in the grocery store. We actually went to the store that's there, and I picked up some of these biscuits is what they call, but they're really like little cookies you have with tea. So I have these. These are gluten-free, pure butter, ginger, and lemon shortbread. So I have these in there. Also, I've got my pochette accessoire. I don't know what's in here. Let me see. We are at 18 minutes. Lord Jesus. This is just kind of like the back to my phone. I put a bigger battery in there so I could have more power, so my battery wasn't dying when I was doing my vlogs and videos. So that's the original back to my phone. But I have another back that came with the bigger battery that I got for my phone. This is a spare battery for one of my phones. This is a nail file. And then I have like this gold chain that I bought from Alpha Amazon. So that's everything that's in my pochette accessoire right now. Put that to the side. Here's another tube map. This is an empty bottle. I know we went to like a Pizza Hut to eat and they give you these bottles for water and they just pour it in a glass. So I kept the bottle because I said, well, you're allowed an empty bottle when you go to the airport, so you can kind of use this to pour water into, which I never did, but I still kept the bottle anyway. So I have that. I have an umbrella, which you go to London at some point, you're gonna need an umbrella. I have tissue here, another thing of tissue. This is like a headband. This is my other pair of glasses. This is a little pouch that I have. It's just got some pads in here for womanly things, of course. This is a charger, which I can use for my iPod or my iPad. So I have that. Well, it's a cord. It's not the actual charger, but it's the cord. These are some vitamins that I have. I just have a day in here. Y'all, I'm still pulling out stuff from this backpack. This is some deodorant that I have. I put in my bag. This is a stray pad. That's that Rebel pad. This is some tea. I actually just tried this tea this morning. It's the Twinings Nutty Chocolate. Let's see, let me describe it on here. The description on here says a sweet chocolatey and creamy hazelnut taste like a praline truffle. These are tea bags. There are 12 that come in here, and I had one this morning and it was really good, y'all. So I bought actually 3 of these bags. I couldn't fit all 3 in there, so I just put this one in there in case my luggage got lost. I still could, you know, have the one at least. Oh, what is this? Looks like another. Is that another thing of deodorant? It is. So I had 2 things of deodorant in there. This is, hold on, let me get it straight before I show y'all. Yeah. Okay. I'm just trying to make sure. Okay, this is a ticket to the show Wicked that I went to see. So I saw that on Tuesday, July 4th, Independence Day. So there's that ticket. This is some of my receipts from Louis Vuitton items that I bought from London. So actually it's all the receipts of everything that I bought because I didn't know what exactly customs was going to be looking for. So I want to make sure that I kept all of my receipts in case they wanted to rummage through my bag or anything and see anything that I bought. I would have the receipt for it. So these are purity wipes. I would just use these to kind of clean off my face when it would get grimy. This is another Louis Vuitton. I might have some receipts in here. I don't know what's in here actually. This is another battery for my phone. This is a ticket for the London Eye. I don't know if you see that. But if you don't know what the London Eye is, it is basically, if you look it up, you'll see little pictures of it online. But it's one of the attractions in London. It's basically, it looks like a big Ferris wheel, but you can get some awesome views of the city if you go on there. It's really cool. It's really high up. If you don't like heights, you know, you're not probably not gonna like it. I don't mind heights, but you know, that's just kind of my deal. But I've been on there. That was actually my 4th time on there, so I enjoyed it this time around too. So that was another thing. And what else is in here? I don't know what's in the bottom here. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is, y'all. It's some type of top. I don't know what that is. Oh, I know what that is. Never mind. This probably goes on my umbrella, something that broke off. Okay, I've identified the unknown object. So that's actually, if you see, I don't know if you can see in the bottom, but that's everything that was in my backpack. Hold on, let me adjust you guys. My foot's over here falling asleep. It looks like a whole bunch of crap on my couch. But yeah, this is everything that was in my backpack. It's real disorganized. I do apologize, but I just was wanting to kind of rush and get things out of my backpack. But overall, let me do my quick review. I carried this bag not just, to travel with, but when we got there, I carried it most of the days, actually, definitely every day in the first week that we were there. I carried it as my main bag. And this is an awesome bag, you guys. I'm just going to say that. I feel like this was a great investment, very useful, and if nothing else, I feel like I've gotten my money's worth out of it, to be 100% honest. So if you are traveling somewhere, I think it's a great bag. I know when I first bought it, and I did, again, get this bag off of eBay. When I first bought it and got it, I really wasn't feeling it because I didn't feel like it was enough room. If you can kind of see what the base looks like, I didn't feel like the base was like wide enough. So that kind of turned me off a little bit from it. But of course I bought it, so I was still going to use it. And then I felt like if nothing else, I could resell it again. The bag, retail, backpacks are kind of a thing now. And I know that this backpack is no longer sold by Louis Vuitton. It's, again, the Louis Vuitton Bosphore backpack. But when I originally got it, I paid under $1,000 for it. And I know the last time it was sold, it retailed for a little bit over $2,000. So felt like it was a really good deal. If you go on eBay, there probably are still some people selling them if you're interested. But I know I did go to like Fashion File and Yogi's Closet, some of those more popular consignment shops, and they didn't have any of these bags at all. There's another backpack, the Montsouris backpack, which you can get in the MM, I think maybe even in the PM or GM. But I like this bag better because it doesn't have all the vachetta leather at the bottom. Initially, again, like I said, I wasn't really feeling it because I didn't feel like the base was wide enough. And that's why I brought this other bag out. This is my Louis Vuitton Noe. And if you can kind of see, it's a drawstring bag, very similar to the Bosphore backpack here. But if you can kind of see, this is a very wide base. The only reason, again, I didn't take this bag with me, number one, I wanted a backpack that I can put the straps on my back. You can't do that with the Noe, unfortunately. It is a very comfortable bag. It's got a very thick kind of strap. And if you're interested, I can do a more thorough review on that bag. That's probably one of my favorite bags in my collection, to be honest. It was the first bag that I bought from Louis Vuitton. Well, I didn't buy it from Louis Vuitton, but it was the first Louis Vuitton bag that I bought. I bought it pre-loved off of eBay as well. And it's probably my favorite. Definitely one of my favorite bags. And I actually got all the leather replaced on that bag because one of the straps broke after I overstuffed it extensively for an extended period of time. The strap wasn't all that anyway when I bought it, but I just kind of gave it the final, put it to rest essentially. So I didn't initially like the backpack again because the base wasn't as wide as my Noe. So I felt like, okay, I can't fit as much in there as I can in my Noe. But the other side of that is the base on the Bosphore backpack is not vachetta leather. So I don't have to worry about when I set it on the ground, the Bosphore backpack, I mean. In the Bosphore backpack, I set it on the ground. I don't have to worry about, if something is wet and there's water damage. And and then plus my Noe is still fairly new since I got all the leather replaced on that. So I didn't want to get any unnecessary stains because a lot of things can happen when you're traveling, when you're going around and about. It rains unexpectedly or, somebody splashes water on you. So I didn't want that to happen. So, of course, I wasn't going to bring my Noe. So I really, really, really enjoyed this backpack, for real. Definitely a very good investment. If you're looking for a designer backpack, you want to get it a little bit cheaper, definitely look on eBay. You can look at the Montsouris backpack, but the Montsouris backpack, like the Louis Vuitton Noe, has vachetta on the bottom. If you don't care about that, that's probably a good deal for you because it's going to be a little bit cheaper than getting the Bosphore backpack because this backpack is a bit more intricate. Now, there are no compartments inside the Bosphore backpack. There's no D-ring. The D-ring is actually on the side here where you see, let me readjust here, where you see that I have all of like these little charms. This is actually a D-ring that goes over this zipper compartment here. So this is the only D-ring you have on this bag. So this is where I hang my bag charms and just kind of some, my bag charms basically. So that's one of the kind of the cons of this bag. You just have to put everything in compartments, or you just kind of have to organize it well so you know where things are. But otherwise, that didn't bother me too much. And then, with this bag, I know some of the complaints are, again, it's drawstring in order to close it. And then you've got this flap where you have to kind of, again, close it like this. And that can be a little bit tedious going in and out of the bag. That's why most of the things that I'm going to need, I put it in the side compartment because all it is me kind of turning the bag over and unzipping it, or in these kind of other compartments here. Now, I didn't put any important documents in like these compartments, and I don't recommend that. I did have my passport kind of in this side pocket because it's closest to my body, so I can feel if somebody's trying to unzip that. So, but otherwise, everything else was in the main compartment. So that would be my only thing, a recommendation. So, and then the straps, I carried it sometimes by the handle. The straps do adjust by themselves sometimes. I don't know if that makes sense, but sometimes like the drop, it'll just drop by itself, without you adjusting it through here. So that does happen sometimes. I just readjust it and keep it moving. These straps are fabric. They're not leather, which is good for me. I don't need all that leather anyway. But that's pretty much it as it relates to this backpack, you guys. So it does fit a good amount. It's comfortable when you wear it. It's got a lot of compartments and storage on the outside. So even though this, might be a little bit annoying to get in and out of the bag, if you put some of your things that are not, that important anyway in these two compartments, and then if you put some important things like a wallet, or again, like I had my passport in this side compartment, then it's not as bad whenever you have to kind of open this up for maybe a few little incidentals. So that would be my recommendation, and that's my overall review of this backpack, is that I thoroughly enjoyed it, not just to travel with, but to carry it around London. And I got a lot of compliments from people in London, from men and women, about this backpack, to be honest. So definitely, I really enjoyed it. It fit a lot. So that's my overall review. I definitely recommend it if you're looking at it. So that's it, guys. I'm at 32 minutes. Y'all know I do one take, so this is probably what the video is going to be. So hopefully it was informative. You enjoyed it. If not, I do apologize. I'm going to try to get better with, doing quick unboxings. But as you can see, there was a lot of stuff that I fit in this backpack. So I wanted to kind of go through it pretty quickly, as well as give my review of the bag. So hopefully, it was helpful and informative. So again, guys, I thank you so much for watching. This is Modesty33, aka Crystal with a C. And stay tuned for my other upcoming videos. I'm going to do my next video should be about my Louis Vuitton Keep All 50 and everything that I fit in there, as well as a review of that bag. So it probably will be about this length, if not maybe a little bit longer as well. But I'm going to try to speed through it, get through it quickly, so it's not too long. But I thank you guys so much for watching again. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of my future uploads, as well as share. So I want to thank you so much, and I hope you guys have a great day wherever you are. Bye, guys.